Good morning, everybody. Theresa here. It is September 17th, 2015. It is Thursday morning. I had to think there for a minute. I'm like, what day is it? What day is it? Anyway, it is Thursday morning. About quarter till 11. I've been up since about 10. I was playing with the dogs on the bed and stuff. So then I thought, I heard this weird sound coming out of Max. He was on the floor. And I thought, oh no, Senior Max having a seizure. No, he was rolling around on his back playing. That was good to see. Let me see. Let me do the weather. It is 57 degrees out right now. The high is only supposed to be up to 69 and the low down to 42. So, and like I said, more leaves or trees are turning colors, or leaves are, and they're dropping. Love this time of year. Yes, that's my ice maker. My countertop ice maker. You hear dropping some ice cubes. Sorry about that. Beautiful blue skies today. Just slightly breezy, so nice day out. Yesterday that wind was so ferocious, and I got tired of hearing it. It whistles. You know, if you have a window slightly open, it whistles. I mean, in the afternoon, I finally shut my front window. I'm like, psh. You know, I was very happy for the new window. See, we have all new windows in the front of our house because this is what happened. Let me tell you a quick story, okay? Story time. Right the day after Thanksgiving last year, we woke up in the morning and it was very, very cool out. Very, very cold out in the front room. Somebody had thrown 2 rocks through our front window. We have a great big window. At that time it was 3 panes. Well, they had gotten 2 of them, and, that was really alarming because, at that point in time when my grandkids would sleep over, my grandson would sleep on the couch and stuff, and they weren't over that time. But, this is Black Friday, the Friday after Thanksgiving, so we call the sheriff, because, and take a report. We'll come to find out there were numerous houses out here that somebody had gone along, walking down the street and thrown rocks and busted everybody's windows. I felt very bad for the people that were out of town, because it's the holiday, to come home to find this, So anyway, we had to get with our house insurance, and they paid, and then at that point in time, we were able to cough up a couple thousand more and have all the windows in front of our house replaced, because they all leaked just horribly. And so now I'm really grateful for the new windows and being able to open and close those. So, yep. Anywho, that's what happened. And yesterday, what I did was I worked on the shawl that Mary. I'm not going to just call her my cousin because she's my best friend too, but she bought. I said I had enough left for 2 to make 2 shawls. Well, she bought one of them. This is the beginning of her shawl. And it's starting to go into the red color, so that'll be cool. And then I also worked on, excuse me while I'm reaching around here. I got projects all around me. I'm working on the commissioned afghan. I'm into the white now. So, yep. I'm into the white now. This is the heavy cuff on the beginning of this. And then now I'm going into the white. This is for coat color, so it's basically white and blue. And I noticed on the uniform to have a little bit of sliver of silver, so I'll be incorporating that too. But so that's what I got going on there. Boy, I gotta tell you, my hands though, because I've had arthritis in my hands ever since I was a kid. Because I've always used my hands so much, with the artwork and craft work and stuff. That's how I make my living. Husband and I were talking about that, and he's like, I'm like, boy, it feels good to be able to help out some again. And he goes, you've always made stuff throughout our marriage and sold it. And I have, the painted wooden signs, I make those. I don't have any done up right now. I used to paint and sell ceramics, seamstress work, quilting, lap quilts. I used to, and I don't do it now, and I'm not going to, wedding dresses and that kind of stuff, veils. I used to do a lot of the sewing and windows displays for Joanne Fabrics when I worked there. That was a big part of my job, which I loved. Cross stitch. I never really sold the cross stitch. It takes too long. Of course, the candle business, sold so much out of that. And so much out of the seamstress, placemats, wall hangings, lap quilts, baby quilts, all of that. Pillows. I sold a lot of pillows. But I've always done something to help out some, and for years and years, I cleaned, and then even got to the point where I was kind of the manager of these apartment buildings my landlord had. That's the last place we lived before we bought this house. And so he was just taking off the rent. So, the last 6 months we lived there, we didn't pay any rent because I was working so much that, I was answering the phone calls when he was out of town, he put an ad in the newspaper for apartment for rent, showing the apartments, even signing a lease. Yeah. So, cleaning and repainting and pulling carpet and stuff. And my husband would help me, when I needed help and stuff, because we work really well together. So, yeah, I've only done what it takes to help financially. But it just feels good to, make something with my own two hands. It doesn't matter how much pain I'm in that day or anything. I can still contribute some, and it just feels really good to be able to help. Just even the smallest amount. So, that's my point that I was getting to. You probably were wondering if I had a point to this, but yeah, that's my point that I'm getting to here is it just feels good to, I believe in positive attitude and yes, like with my GoFundMe account, I still have that going on. The link is still below if you'd like to contribute. That would be greatly, greatly appreciated, because I believe in doing everything you can, working whatever kind of job, even if it's at home and stuff. But it doesn't, it's nice to be able to reach out to your community and say, hey, I could use a little bit of help here to make my dreams happen, and stuff, because the support and the outpouring of just love you guys have all given me. And I have such a wonderful group of YouTube friends and Facebook friends. You guys have given me more love and support than I've ever seen from my family, definitely, ever. And I love you guys. You're beautiful people, and just the support and love is just amazing. So I just want to say thank you so much, and thank you for the donations that are coming in. Every bit helps, as starting to get closer and closer to the gastric bypass and stuff. And for the first time in so long, I feel like I have a future, that there'll be a future. And that's just a beautiful thing. And my husband's just blown away too, because yes, he definitely needs to quit, and we need to move and get reestablished and get him to an area where he can get help. Here in Wyoming, we are so very limited on doctors and stuff too. And I know there are different ways to deal with the pain and stuff. And I need to get him some help. I mean, this has robbed him of so much of his ability to do things, and no, it's not going to cure it. Well, it definitely can have him live a happier life. This is what I've been using. My doctor prescribed this, so probably about 6 months ago, and you can see I still have quite a bit left. I use this so sparingly because it's a topical pain reliever. But I won't get any more of it, because just my part on this is $40, and I have insurance. I mean, it works well on my knees and on my hands, and then right now I'm just using it on my hands because they doing so much work with them with the crocheting and the looming, they hurt. But so I'm gonna look and see if I can find anything closer to this. Probably can't. Does anybody have any idea of what they might make over the counter cheaper or something that I could use in place of this? Because this doesn't smell at all, which is one of the things I like. You use just a tiny amount. This is what it is. I know it's backwards, guys, but that's the best I can do. But anyway, I'll get through that. Good news. I was able to get my PayPal account, a new one, set up. Because we do have debit cards and a prepaid debit card, and we have a couple credit cards and stuff, very low limit ones. And we do have a savings account, so I was able to set all that up. So today I'll be working on setting up my listing in my Etsy shop. And so starting tomorrow, I will put a link if anybody's interested in buying anything on Etsy. Because it's getting to be that time of year. I'm also going to be listing a lot of candle making supplies. If any of you are making candles and stuff, because I'm not going to make them anymore. I don't have the space. We're going to be moving, and stuff. So, at one point in time, months ago, I thought I had a buyer for it all, but she never sent the money, so it's just been sitting out my garage. I also probably will be having a lot of other craft supplies. I think I will probably be having a lot of cross stitch supplies, because you got to narrow down. I've done so many crafts over the years, and now I'm just going to stick with the yarn working and the artwork, and I make incense. And so I'll be I'm not selling any candle oils, because I'm using the candle oil to make the incense. And anyway, it's over 6 months old, because I closed down my candle business probably 3-4 years ago. It was called Simply Tweez Candle World on eBay. But I closed that down, so the candle oil isn't fresh enough that I would feel comfortable selling it to anybody. It's still fresh enough and powerful enough. Obviously, I'm making incense sticks, So, but anyway, so I'll be listing some craft supplies also. So, if you would rather, it's like, well, you're not really interested in buying any of my homemade, or my craft, or my art prints, prints from my artwork or anything. I'll be selling some craft supplies too. Let me see. I'm looking to see. Oh, I wanted to show you guys. My husband will be also selling on Etsy later on some woodworking and some of his tumbled rocks. So he does the wire wrapping. He makes necklaces. He makes jewelry. This is the first time he's poured messed with the resin, and he hasn't trimmed any of these. But this, I will show you guys. This is some of his resin pouring. This is a seashell in there. There's another seashell. And like I said, you can tell he hasn't trimmed it, and he'll be making jewelry out of these. There's this one. And these are all rocks he has tumbled. These are some smaller chips. This one we love, but he's going to have to recast it because it got a huge bubble right there. But it's a heart. Very pretty. Let me see. Here's another seashell. We bought a small package of seashells at the dollar store, and he's messing with those. Here's some more rock chips, and here's some more. I poured the resin because his hands shake real bad. His mom has the same thing. Can't remember what they call it. There's another one. Excuse me. So I poured it for him. He asked me if I would pour it. So, another one. And another one. And another one. I'll show you one more, and then I'll show you one. I'll quit bugging you guys with these. Here's another one. And this one, because we had enough resin left, I had poured all of them that he had, the rocks that he was going to use for the jewelry and a seashell. So then I got one with some glitter in it, with my iridescent glitter. This one will be mine. But yeah, so he's having fun. He was so excited last night when he got home because he could finally pop those out of the mold, you know. So we have molds that you do it in, and so he was so excited because, you know, he could finally pop them out of the mold and mess with them. Of course, we had other things to take care of last night, like refilling. We had some business matters to take care of, and, you know, which is so frustrating to me. I'll get on that in a minute. And then we had to do our pills and stuff like that. What's so frustrating to me, okay, guys, it's a rant. I'm going to tell you how it is we've been married for 27 years, you know, and I understand the security and stuff. But, you know, it used to be that if you had a call on a business matter, if you were his you know, if you were a person's spouse, they would talk to you. Not anymore. With all the new security measures and stuff, they act like, and it's so frustrating because they act like, to me it feels like I don't matter. And it's like, I want to go, bitch, you know, I've been married to this man for 27 years. Who do you think set up these accounts? Like for utilities and banks and stuff. It's like, he didn't. I did. The only reason that, you know, his name is first on the account is because he's the primary breadwinner. But it used to be, you know, you could go in and set all this stuff up. Now, they won't even give you your account number or tell you anything, and it's like, it's very hard. I mean, come on. If you have a spouse that is working all day long, they don't have time to really stop and be calling on these business matters. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. You know, and it's like, I probably end up opening up a new PayPal account because they're like, well, no, you know, you can't switch it to her name. And my husband's like, but it's all her information. It was just that at that point in time, we need to get 2 of the PayPal debit cards, and because I need to add him because he would be doing a lot of the shipping, and also he would stop and occasionally at craft store and get some things more things I needed if I was running low, and you know, like I used to order my wax by the case and stuff, but if I was running low, you might stop by Hobby Lobby and buy me a few other great big wax, you know, things. And they're like, no, you'll just have to call. And he's like, but I work and I don't have time to call. And so the guy's like, well, it'd just be easier if she set up a new account. So that's what we did. Even though we won't be able to touch any of the money for 21 days until, or I sell $150 worth of stuff. So I'm halfway there. Whatever. You know. I know, I get frustrated. Incense. Okay, I'm making my incense sticks. You guys know I'm talking about I make my own incense stick. I burn a lot of incense. I love incense. And I'm so happy I found some sage oil. I mix that in with some clove and stuff and you know, but anyway, I've got all this incense that I've you know, infused with oil now, and I'm letting it dry and stuff. Well, I get lazy and I think these plastic disposable cups would be a good thing for me to set these in. I know better. That candle oil eats through thin plastic like no other. But what a mess I have in there. I mean, plus size, when you've got, you know, over 100 incense sticks all curing at the same time, that room just smells awesome, but what a mess to clean up. Yeah. So, anyway, and I've got some more incense soaking in oil as we speak and stuff. Because I like to give that away as gifts and stuff, you know. And I've sent it to a few of my friends. They seem to like it and stuff. Mine actually burns longer and slower than the commercial ones, and it's a lot more potent. So I enjoy doing that. I just want to thank everybody again. You know, positive attitude in life goes so far. You know, instead of whining about your position or your dilemma in life, do whatever you can. I can sit here and whine all day about sitting alone in the house while my husband works, you know, 60 hours a week, and, you know, all I have is the critters to keep me company and stuff. No, I just make the best of it. I keep busy. I, you know, make videos. You guys all help so much, and, you know, I keep busy with my work, which is the looming. And, you know, with those orders, I work for a while on the shawl, and then I work for a while on the Afghan. I might take a break and play a few of the games on Facebook, you know, and then, you know, just keep doing it. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing. I need to ride my exercise bike later on this afternoon, though. I haven't ridden that in about 3 or 4 days now, so I need to get on there and do that, because my knees are kind of barking at me. But no, the positive attitude, keep yourself busy, set your goal plan, keep working toward it, you know. Don't be afraid to tell somebody about your situation, you know, and people will, you know, will support you if they're truly your friends, and you guys all are. And I love your faces. You know I love your faces. And I will talk to you guys later. I know this vlog is really long, but now you know why I make such long vlogs, because you guys are pretty much the only people I talk to, besides my husband ever. So I will talk to you guys later, and remember, I think you're all awesome, and I love you guys, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.